Welcome back, everyone. I'm the MoeChicken, and we are back with more Doki Doki Literature Panic. And today we are going to be playing as Lina in World 3. As you can see, I've got more lives because I've just sort of been trying to harvest as many lives as possible while playing as the other characters. Now, World 3 was always kind of cool because, like, you could go up, which seems to be what they're implying you do, or you could go down. Now, this is actually the way to get to a secret warp point, and also you can see that, like, that foam effect at the bottom. I think this is the only place in the game where you can see that, which is cool. I like that kind of thing. But yeah, in here there's like a one of these is there it is. One of these is a lamp, and if you throw this and then jump down that pipe, it will warp you, but I'm trying not to use warps, so we will not do that. Instead, we will just get coins. But yeah, I always really liked this world because this world has the same, I guess, world or stage 4 syndrome that I briefly talked about in DuckTales. Namely, it's one of those levels that I just didn't go to very often, because usually I would warp. Like in World 1, you can warp to World 4. And, you know, we'd usually do that because you don't want to... Like, I feel like it was seldom that, as a kid, me and my sisters would actually play through the entirety of a game. We would usually use warp zones if possible. And so, typically, we would, the first one available is 1 to 4, and that's, I think, also the biggest jump you can get with a warp in this game, so, we would use it. Now, there's something over there that I don't think I can get because I don't think I can run fast enough. So, in Super Mario Bros. 2, if you run with Princess Toadstool and jump at the edge there, you can actually jump to a hidden area on the other side. I'm going to stack up some of these clown heads and see if maybe I can get myself high up enough that I can do it. I think it's interesting that the, like, how significantly the simple act of being able to run changes this game. Like, the fact that I can't run means I have to adopt several different stretches. Alright, here we go. So, jump! Yep, okay, you can just barely make it. Fantastic. Oh, but now we won't see the rest of the level. Fudge. I gotta go. Well, I proved it can be done. I guess that's something. Well, no, if I kill myself here... okay. Whee! Death. Am I gonna be... Wait, am I gonna come out of that door? Oh, no! Oh, no! Jump! Okay, well, we're gonna have to skip the rest of the level. Darn it. Well, we won't get to see the rest of level 3-1. Dang it. Dang it, I'm very frustrated about that. Maybe I'll record as I'm playing through with one of the other characters, just to kind of show it off. Welcome back, everybody. I'm the MoeChicken, and this is, the rest of stage 3-1. I have our boy Imogen here, and we're gonna play through this so you guys can see it, because I want you to be able to see as much as you can of this exciting venture of Doki Doki Panic. Also, there's a heart. I want that. I will take it, and now I will pick up this head, and I will throw it off, for it is a clown. Yeah, I mean, there's not a whole lot to see in this level. It's just kind of another level, but, this place is cool. I always like this little area. It's neat. There's a Panzer coming at me. Oh no. Oh no. I can't run. Normally I would run. Okay. Fine. Alright. And now I think this is... Yep, this is the boss area. So I will beat this Birdo Ostro, and then that will be it for World 3. It will be a good time if I can catch an egg and kill him. Or her. Don't really know. That's that same sort of, Ostro bird or Yoshi male-female concept that's so I talked about in another episode where it's like, well, is Yoshi a boy? If he's a boy, why does he lay eggs? Is Birdo a girl? If she is a boy, if he is a boy, whatever they are. Whatever they are. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this episode. I'm the MoeChicken, and bye again. Anyway, Yeah, so we would usually use warp zones, and we would typically skip to World 4, because not only is that like a very long distance warp in terms of this game, it's also World 4 is cool because it's the first ice world. And so it was like, yeah, we want to go there as quick as we can because it's fun. You can also warp from World 5 to World 7. So if you go 1, 4, 5, 7, it's, I think, the fastest way through the game. So we would usually do that. Anyway, the short of it is, I didn't come to this world very often. And so being able to play it was always kind of special. It's the same thing with stage 5-3, which is where the warp would normally be to World 7. Didn't go there very often either. Also, there are these guys. So in the Super Mario All-Stars version of this game, I don't know if it's correct or not. I would assume it's incorrect, and it was just a translation error. But at the end of the game, they show you the names of all the monsters. How am I gonna do this? Well, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna take the hit, I guess. Anyway, yeah, they show you the names of all the monsters, and for some reason, those clearly ostrich enemies are called birdos. And the clearly not a bird, but we know it as Birdo, monster Birdo, shows up as Ostro. So it's very strange when you first see that, because you're like, wait a minute, this is backwards. That's Birdo, and that's Ostro. Very odd. But yeah, I think that was probably just like a error. There's also the thing, the boss Claw Grip is named Claw Glip in the All-Stars version. I actually don't know if that's the case in the NES version, because as I mentioned in a previous episode, I would typically play the All-Stars version once I had All-Stars. So there you go. Now, oh yeah, that's right, it doesn't do that. So this is going to be a little tricky because in the original game, you'd have to sprint pretty hard to accomplish this. Okay, well, maybe it'll be alright. Sorry, I got distracted there. By sprinting, you could accomplish that easier than having... Like, you wouldn't have to throw the bomb. You could actually make it there in time without having to throw it. But in this, it seems like a lot of the things in this game are set up for very precise, like, measurements, like timing and such. Which, again, that's Nintendo. They're very good at what they do. Big fan of Nintendo. Now, another little fun thing that I will not do, because apparently I can do a lot of this, if you jump here, you can actually make it over to the next underground section, but I am not going to do that, because I have already skipped something, and I'm very disappointed in myself for it, so we are going to just go forward. But yeah, the area we were just in is over there. So I haven't really talked about this level yet. This is one of the cooler levels, I think, in this world. And this level in particular is part of the reason why stage 3 has so much of that I'm just gonna call it World 4 syndrome. I don't know what else to refer to it as. Because it's just sort of like you keep going underground, and like there's a lot of walls to blow up. It's just really, I don't know, it's a neat... They're Porcupos. Look at these cool little guys. I loved these guys growing up. I think they're so cute. Okay, I don't remember which one it is. I think you're given one bomb, and I think it's this way. So, like, one of these pits has a heart in it. Oh, I got it wrong! No! The shame! The shame! Yeah, I love the Porcupines. But yeah, this stage is like the up and down part. It's the first appearance of the Ostro / Birdos. It's just cool, okay? I just really like it. So we're playing it. We're playing through it, and it's a good time. There's the creepy luchador, and now we will have to fight a red Birdo Ostro. Now a side thing about these guys, I feel like this is another situation where not being able to run is making things a little bit difficult. And the funny thing about having a basic function like being able to run taken away is that once it's happened, you start to realize like, oh, I use that all the time. Because for the most part, I don't hold, like, I'm not one of these players that holds down run all the time in platformers and wants to get through it as fast as possible. I usually walk a fair amount of time, but I do run to jump over pits and stuff like that. And so it's just sort of funny to like realize how much you use a function of the game. Like, real life example, I guess. Recently I hurt my knee stupidly, and for a couple of days there I was having trouble like bending it, and all of a sudden everything involved bending my knee. It's like I had no idea how. Oh, it's you. See you later, Flip. I had no idea how frequently I bent my knee until suddenly I could no longer bend my knee. So yeah, here's to working joints. And here's to run functions. Now, this is another thing that's kind of cool about this level. It's got a castle. Ow! I'm stuck on the wall. How did I do that? It's got a castle. You know, I'm trying to think how many worlds have castles. This one, let's see. World 1 has a castle. World 3 has a castle. World 5 sort of has a castle. Oh, hello. It has like a, ooh, it's the red Snifit! I think there's only one in the game! Look at him! Look how cool he is! He's like a hero Snifit, because he's not afraid to, like, walk off of things. Look at that, he's brave! It's the brave red Snifit! I always liked him. Super cool. Cool red Snifit. Okay, this was not the way I was supposed to go. But I did get to see the red Snifit, so it was all worth it. What was I talking about before? Run functions, working joints, castles, yeah, so 1, 3, I think it's just 1, 3, 4, and 7, I think those are the only ones that have them. But yeah, World 5 has something like a castle. It's got like the giant tree, which is like a castle. World 2 doesn't have anything special going on with it. Oh, this is gonna be hard without a run function. What else? World 6? World 6 has the bomb dungeon, which is pretty cool. So I guess most of the stages have something like a castle. They've got like a major structure at the end, but it's not really not as cool as an actual castle. I always like these bricks. The bricks in the walls and these like weird broken television platforms. I don't know what they're supposed to be. It's just neat. I don't know. It's all so nostalgic to me. Like, there's so many things in this game that are just sort of like, yeah, childhood. Yay. Yay, childhood. It's just cool. It's cool. I'm just gonna run. Now, you can actually stop up those, those never-ending monster spawning vases if you, was he kind of like stuck in the ground there for a second? That was weird. If you just drop something on them. So if I like put the key on top of it, it would stop it, but it's not worth it. I feel like the Phantos are less aggressive in this game than they are in the NES version. Or maybe I just remember them being scarier than they actually are. Because, like, I'm not having any trouble dealing with them. Like, when I was playing back through stage 2 with the other characters, you may have seen that when I was running from that Phanto in the sand, I wasn't being super cautious. I was kind of just like throwing the key down every little bit. I actually didn't have to throw it down at all as Mama, who is the Luigi analog. So I think maybe he's just less aggressive in this game. I don't know why, but let's see. Right below me is the hero Snifit. But we are not going to go down there because he is too terrible. He is too great. Or she. I don't really know. I don't know what gender Snifits are, or if they are multigender, or maybe they are asexual creatures, or maybe it's not really relevant, considering they are dream creatures and they're gender fluid. I have no idea. But those are panzers, which is a funnier joke now that I know what a panzer is. Like when I was, you shot me in the butt. Ow. Ew. Yeah, growing up I had no idea that a panzer was like another name for a tank. And so I just thought they were like flowers with a cool name. Because apparently they are supposed to be flowers. Shooting fire. Ow. Ugh, not being able to run means that I get hit there, too. Also, I have to be more careful during this period. Because, like, if you're running, you actually, like, don't fall as far. Or if you're... That Snifit disappeared. Huh. Weird. That's what he gets for killing me last time. Jerk. Oh shoot, where am I now? Oh yeah, if you're running though, you don't really have to worry quite as much about falling off the chains as you do if you are not running. So, like I was saying before, it changes your perspective on a lot of the platforming in this game. It's also interesting from the perspective of knowing sort of how the game was made. So, one idea that I've heard before is that Diddy Kong in Donkey Kong Country 1 is actually sort of OP. The idea being, oh, hello, Flip. Go, Flip. Destroy my enemies, Flip. You in the world of dreams. Kill them all, Flip. Thank you. Yeah, the idea that Diddy Kong is OP because every stage has to be designed so that Donkey Kong can beat it on his own. I always love the green accent Mouser too. Look how cool he is. I love his green accents. They're cool. He's got green ears and sweet, sweet sunglasses. He also takes more hits. I think he takes 5 hits, 6 hits, something like that. Anyway, yeah, Donkey Kong. Every level has to be designed such that you can beat it using Donkey Kong's platforming abilities. So Diddy's ability to sort of, jump higher, run faster, means that, like, a lot of the platform... Wow, the Sparky just now got killed. A lot of the platforming is designed around Donkey, Diddy's, and so levels are easier as Diddy. And I feel like that's kind of the case with this, that the Super Mario Bros. 2, with the ability to run, was probably a sort of an easy type for this. But anyway, that's going to be it for World 3. It took about the same time. It looks like I'm hitting about around 15 minutes for each of these, so that's good. In the next episode, we will take on World 4, but first I will have to beat the game as... I have to beat Stage 3 as everyone else, so I will do that off camera, and I will see you in the next one. I am the MoeChicken. This is Doki Doki Panic. Thanks for stopping by.